10 simi, 9 zip, 13 kabin. Selamat Jawa. Your reality is about to undergo a massive alteration in how it views this ever-changing world. Long ago, when the Anunnaki took over this planet, they saw a small group of special humans that had been altered by the Atlanteans for their own selfish purposes. Over the past nearly 13 millennia, these humans had been shaped to please the Anunnaki's many dark desires. This process had nearly reached a point of no return when Heaven formally intervened around 4 decades ago. Heaven decreed that we come to the solar system and immediately begin a mission that was eventually to return you to galactic human status. At first, we contacted the AGHARTIANs of Inner Earth and their associates, the Ascended Masters. These initial forays yielded only a very brief sketch of how events were staged in this reality. We then talked with the Ascended Masters' prime associates, the special spiritual elders and royals pointed out by our original contacts. It took us over a decade of constant consultations to reach a number of agreements. These talks enabled us to initiate a series of plans that are only now becoming viable. These plans call for your present reality to be significantly altered. The greatest alterations are due to your growth in consciousness, which is allowing you to accept 2 vital points. The first point is that you are not alone, and the second is that your origins are not of this world. You came here as galactic human colonists in divine service to Gaia to blessedly assist Gaia's wondrously diverse ecosystems. You were diverted from this noble path by the Atlanteans and then by their devious successors, the Anunnaki. This process flung you into limited consciousness and permitted the Anunnaki to play with you ever since. Our initial task was to see how Heaven and your spiritual guides were working to alter this abominable situation. So far, several plans have been presented to us that are to precede our landings. These requisite changes are to swiftly transform those systems that currently hold you in a kind of ugly bondage. These transformations are to be in operation shortly. Then, various new governances can prepare this world for our much-needed arrival. Those who are transforming this orb deeply desire to end the reign of tyranny that has existed for the 2 decades since the Anunnaki left in the mid-1990s. The minions of the Anunnaki stayed in power and solemnly refused to allow the changes. Instead, they concocted schemes to prolong their position in the surface world's catbird seat. This arrogance was not defeated until the very last part of your year 2015. The present moments are concerned with implementing a plan that was agreed to only at the very start of this present year. As this plan springs forward, we are observing how those who represent the light operate in this realm. The Dark Minions' degree of arrogance cannot be overstated. In spite of their defeat, they are forcing the light to maintain this reality as though it has never changed. Yet, in fact, the Dark's grip on this realm is legally over. Agreements signed with many of their regimes point out that a series of new regulations put the light and its new banking and monetary reforms in charge of this surface realm. This amazing set of circumstances astounds us. This means of initial transformation belies how quickly events are moving to vastly alter this world. A new system is in place and ready to change the workings of this realm. In our realm, this would have been done years ago. Those who have given up must resign and be willing to accept proper responsibility for what they have done. The present global shame should be ended and the new governance put fully in charge. The Dark Minions played hard and salaciously to stay in power and they clearly lost. This giant game of waiting for the inevitable to suddenly appear has taken much too long for our liking. Despite this, those who know you swear that this current charade is appropriate, as a number of key decisions had to be made within certain needed requirements available. We have therefore acceded to these demands. We expect that those events and fundings now underway are to manifest at the chosen time. We further expect that these schedules are to be met, allowing all of you to thoroughly enjoy this long-awaited triumph. Blessings. We are your ascended masters. Over the past few decades, you have watched your lives held seemingly in abeyance, as those who work for the light sought how best to restore the natural order of this realm. Centuries ago, the dark discovered how to use its search for oil and other natural resources as a means to distort the way this orb takes care of her charges. This sudden need to mine, manufacture and distill greatly altered the way everything operates. Gaia suddenly saw great turmoil begin to arise as the weather and tides were redirected to a new rhythm. We masters watched in dismay as Gaia's weather and water patterns began, slowly at first, to follow new courses. This was merely the beginning of a centuries-long attempt to seize this realm and make each aspect of it move as the Anunnaki and its minions so desired. Blessedly, this mad reordering is now failing and the old order is shortly to be restored. This was yet another sign of the Dark's failure. The current time, dear hearts, is about applying your marvelous vision to your true passions. A vast abundance of funds is to be distributed in the coming months to empower you. Look within and determine what project deeply drives your inner soul and then apply yourself to it. When these asked for funds arrive, plunge in and, with good humor, start to manifest this sacred dream. Involve yourself with others and make it a true community endeavor. Out of these are to come a new perception of this world. It is to be one in which all merge into a greater community of love, light and mutual caring. You are then closer to understanding the glorious realm of your desire to help others and the joy of inner accomplishments. To this end, you are to grow in consciousness and in grace. This new world is to begin a procedure to return humanity to heaven and to the stars. The greatest joy comes from helping one another in love, and showing everyone the wonders of mercy. This joy is something that all of you need to experience. We masters enjoy it most when even those who dislike one another learn how much better it is to love and forgive each other. Hence, always keep yourself ready for the miracle that is forgiveness. Each life here is merely a stepping stone to better understanding the power of divine grace and the miracles that ensue from applying divine mercy. It is often said that grace and mercy are the twin pillars of wisdom. Use your passions to bring this out in yourself and, especially, in others. What is unfolding here is to manifest as both the deed of grace and mercy and the joy of true forgiveness. Hosanna! 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 Today, we continued our reports. Everywhere, Gaia is preparing the surface realm for a truly joyous surprise. Bear in mind that heaven is diligently moving you toward a glorious return to full consciousness. Know, dear ones, that the countless supply and never-ending prosperity of heaven are indeed yours. So be it. SOULMATE GAIA. SOULMATE GAIA. SIRIAN for B1. And be enjoy.